the whole thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
Today, guys, we're continuing on with the Core Elite Madden 25 predictions, and today we have wide receivers. Now, I do want to give a shout out to the Hit Stick for being a part of the Noti Gang. If you guys want a chance to shout out the next video, drop a like in the vid. Make sure you guys are subbed to the channel, turn notification bell on, and comment down below, Noti Gang. Now, for those of you guys that have already checked out Underdog Fantasy and signed up using code ZIRK, or if you guys do sign up using code ZIRK, honestly, it may be live already, but if not, it's coming within the next couple of days by the time you guys are watching this video. But I've been telling you guys about the code ZIRK exclusive specials that only people who sign up on Underdog using code ZIRK are going to get. Well, check your app. If it's not there just yet, then it's going to be coming very, very soon. And for those of you guys that check out Underdog Fantasy right now using code ZIRK, you get up to $250 in bonus funds and a 0.5 special when you guys sign up. And as I said, if you use code ZIRK, you will get the code ZIRK exclusive specials on Underdog. Alright guys, and just like my Madden 25 predictions when it comes to the quarterbacks and the running backs, which you guys should have seen by now, I'm going to let you know right now, we are only going to be doing the top 10. So, without a doubt, this is going to be the video that has the most snubs. It's probably going to make the most people mad because there is a lot of core elite wide receivers that we get every single year. I think this previous year we had like 25 or like 30, something crazy like that, maybe even more than that. And a lot of them were 82, 83 overalls, whatever. I'm going to let you guys know right now, the lowest overall on my list is an 84 overall because we had a lot of 84s, had a couple 85s, even a couple 86 overall wide receivers last year. And yeah, there's other wide receivers that I may think that could get 84 overall cards that just are not going to be on this list. Without a doubt, some of you guys, yeah, your favorite wide receiver may not be on this list just simply because he may, you know, potentially be getting 84 overall in Madden 25, but he's just not the one that I decided to talk about here. So starting off, DJ Moore. He had an 80 overall coming into Madden 23. He had 888 yards and 7 touchdowns in 2022, which got him this 80 overall. But this previous year, 1,364 yards, 8 receiving touchdowns, 96 catches. That is 6th in the NFL in yards, 8th in the NFL, tied for 8th anyways, with touchdowns, and then also 13th in the NFL in receptions. I think he's honestly going to come in at a very good overall. I think he's going to be at 84, and will be very good. And we have A.J. Brown, who came into Madden 24 to 85 overall. Now, he had 106 catches, which was 8th in the NFL. He had 1,456 yards, which was 5th, and he had 7 touchdowns, which ties him for 18th place. Now, compared to the previous year, guys, he did have 18 more catches, which is good, but he actually had 40 less receiving yards and also 4 less receiving touchdowns as well. So, a little bit less yards, 4 less touchdowns, a little bit more catches. I'm going to say, though, he's going to go down slightly to an 84 overall. I don't think he stays at 85 given what the other receivers have to offer. And we have Garrett Wilson, who obviously is poised to have just a monster year this year with Aaron Rodgers now, upgraded offensive line. It's going to be pretty crazy what Garrett's going to do. But coming into Madden 24, he had 85 overall. And to get that, he did have 1,100 yards, 4 touchdowns, 83 catches. This previous year, he had 95 catches, so 12 more, but he did have 60 less yards and also 1 less touchdown in the same games played as well. And again, I just feel like there are other wide receivers that did better stat-wise, so I don't think we can have that many 85 overall wide receivers. I'm going to bump him down to an 84, but obviously so Garrett, he's going to have a monster year. And Davante Adams this year, guys, had 103 catches, 1,144 yards, and 8 touchdowns. Now, the previous year that got him this 85 overall, he had 100 catches, so 3 less, but he had 1,516 yards and 14 touchdowns, so definitely a down year for Davante. 6 less receiving touchdowns, 400 less yards as well. To me, that's got to bring him down 85 to an 84. And then we have Puka Nacua. Now, Puka, monster year as a rookie, but being a rookie does kind of hurt him because, again, when it comes to that first breakout season, when it comes to EA, they don't always necessarily give somebody, you know, the highest overall they possibly could because it was like their first year. That's kind of just the way they seem to do it. But Puka Nacua, 105 catches, is 9th in the NFL. He was 4th in the NFL in receiving yards with 1,486 yards. I do also want to mention this because just a player that I know people are going to comment about. Yes, he got snubbed just because, again, you know, I think he's going to probably get 84 overall. Cooper Kupp. up. He was 85 this year, obviously was injured and then came back, played good still, but I think Puka is going to be the higher receiver. I think Cooper Kupp's going to get 84 probably, and Puka will be an 85 overall. I just think the stats that he put up are excellent. After that, guys, we have Ja'Marr Chase. Now, Ja'Marr Chase had 100 catches, 1,216 yards, and 7 touchdowns as well. But when you take a look here, guys, at an 85 overall for Ja'Marr Chase, what did he do to get that? Well, in 2022, he only played in 12 games, but he did have 1,046 yards on 87 catches with 9 receiving touchdowns. So this year, he did play in 4 more games. He had 13 more catches, basically 200 more yards and 2 less receiving touchdowns. I don't really see them downgrading Chase for that performance, but he's definitely not getting upgraded either. I just think he stays the same at 85. And then my final 85 overall receiver, guys, is going to be Amon-Ra St. Brown. And honestly, the stats that he put up are absolutely amazing. But when we get into the 86 overall receivers, I'm going to let you guys know right now, you probably already know they are. I have 3 of them, and we've never had 3 86 overalls at a position, but man, it's hard to not put those 3 as 86s. And the 85 overall, the final one, is going to be Amon-Ra St. Brown. Now, in 2022, he had 1,161 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 106 catches, which got him this 84. This year, he had 119 catches, 1,500 yards, and 10 touchdowns. That's tied for second in catches, third in yards, and tied for fourth in touchdowns. I think he absolutely deserves to be an 85 overall. That being said, though, I think out of probably all positions that I will talk about as I go through my Madden 25 core league predictions, I just feel like out of all of them, it's very consensus, in my opinion, as to the top 3 wide receivers in the NFL. Tyreek Hill is absolutely one of them. The top 3, you can really just take your pick, right? And Tyreek Hill tied for second in catches, 119. First in yards with 1,799, and also tied for first in touchdowns with 13 receiving TDs. He's obviously going to stay as an 86 overall. And we have Justin Jefferson, who, of course, was injured this year, right? He only played in 10 games, but in those 10 games, he put up over 1,000 yards, 1,074 yards, 5 receiving touchdowns as well. And although he did only play in 10 games compared to these other 2 who played a lot more, Justin Jefferson was also second in receiving yards per game with 107.4 to Tyreek Hill, who had 112.4. So Jefferson, obviously, again, he's not going anywhere. He's going to be an 86. I think a new addition to the wide receivers at 86 overall, it just makes sense that there has to be 3. Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, and Ceedee Lamb. I feel like there absolutely has to be 3 86 overall wide receivers. Ceedee was first in the NFL in catches with 135. He was third with 12 receiving touchdowns and second in yards with 1,749 yards. I just think he absolutely has to be an 86 next to Justin Jefferson and Tyreek Hill. So with that being said, guys, those are my core elite wide receiver predictions. As I said, a lot of snubs. I know, right? There's a lot of receivers that are going to get 84s, that are going to get 83s that I just didn't talk about in this video. So yeah, some of you probably be pretty mad. So with that being said, guys, I hope you did enjoy the video. And if you did, make sure to drop a like in the video. And of course, hit that sub button down below. Let me know who you guys think as well will be core elites in Madden 25 and what overall you think they'll be. If you guys enjoyed this video, check out these.